What do you do when you self-sabotage something that you really wanted to do, and now you're kind of falling in the shame spiral? This is Reid from readaboutsex.com.
Cathy from theintimacydojo.com.
And we had someone write in, and again, this is about the webinar that my partner doesn't want to sleep with me. And she felt like she had ruined he was planning a nice surprise for her, and unintentionally she ruined it. But she was kind of falling down the spiral of like, it's never going to happen, it's all over, I screw up everything. What can you do when you're in that kind of spiral, or someone you care about's in that spiral? Because it can be really hard. You're like, oh, you did make a mistake. Or it sounds like she did something that kind of messed it up. Mm-hmm. But when they're like, you can't ever catch them because they keep going lower and lower, like the kind of martyrdom a little bit, a little victim. What do you suggest?
Well, there's a couple things. I mean, you can start geeking out on shame and understanding shame and the difference. You know, shame and guilt are two different things. And I heard this first from Charlie Glickman. Guilt is that you did something wrong, and shame is that you're wrong. There's something wrong with you.
It sounds like she's in a shame spiral where she feels like she messes everything up, and she doesn't even want to try to reconnect with him.
Yeah. I mean, so one, can you forgive yourself? Can you get real with what's going on? Like, so self-sabotage, if you notice a pattern, like something else is happening underneath. Maybe you don't feel like you deserve it. It's an abundance issue thing. So you keep cutting your pleasure down rather than really kind of being able to practice stepping into things that you deserve, which, you know, again, you might want to, you know, geek out on things about self-love and forgiveness and things like that. It could also be, depending, it might be such a simple solution as, you know, let your partner arrange and execute the date.
Get out of the way.
Yeah, get out of your own way, and, you know, as long as you're not like violating yourself somehow. Sometimes, you know, if you're a bad driver with your life right now and you keep going into the shame, let your partner drive for a minute, and because that can sometimes get you over the hump. And there might be other things going on in your life that are really, you know, kicking your ass, and so you just kind of kick your own ass even more. It's really like, can you stop beating yourself up, and how do you create a win-win? And there's always, you know, I like recommending that people go see a therapist or take a workshop or something so that you can empower yourself with better tools.
One thing that I've noticed too is I had a lot of the shame spiral when I was younger, realizing that when I went into that really deep, like, I don't deserve anything, my life is over, I've ruined everything, I was really abdicating responsibility. I was saying, look how awful I am, that's such a big mess, I don't have to clean it up. And so realizing that it was actually a way for me to just like kind of dump it all on somebody else, like, you know, yeah, I screwed up, but you can't hold me accountable, I'm just a horrible person. I screw everything up. That leaves both people incomplete and doesn't actually fix the problem, and you're kind of left with a mess. I tend to notice those inclinations even now when I'm most depleted. If I'm super tired, I haven't been taking care of myself. So if you can, realize you do have a responsibility to take care of yourself enough to, and to notice when those shame spirals are happening. It's not someone else's responsibility to pull you out. They can certainly offer help if they care to, but it is our own responsibility to take care of what we've done, and to show up for the discussions that follow up if we've messed up, rather than kind of being this victim martyr of everything is so impossible, I can't do anything. Not saying that we don't all go there once in a while when things get really bad, but it's not going to get cleaned up unless you kind of step forward and go, okay, I screwed it up. It's a really big screw up, maybe not, but I need to at least show up for the conversations and see what I can do, clean up whatever part of it I can.
You also might want to look for some tools. I mean, Cathy has a lot of great tools over at Thriving Now with Rick Wilkes around tapping and EFT, emotional freedom technique. So it's sometimes when you find the right tools that you can use to interrupt your patterns, you can then get a leg up on maybe things that have plagued you your whole life.
Yeah. Please leave comments below. We'd love to know what you think and how you might get out of a shame spiral or help somebody out of it.
Hit subscribe.
Thanks for watching. If you'd like to subscribe to my social media, it's right there. And please subscribe to this channel there. If you'd like to see more goofy Reid and Cathy, there's more videos there.
See them. Why are they there?